Next question. This one comes from Hap, and he says, "When's leg day?"
It's every day, bro. I said it's every day, bro.
What is up, guys? Delta here, coming up to do a brand spanking new video, and today we are doing a full day of eating with me, featuring me, for my SoaRFitness. So, I know I've already done one of these before, but this is gonna be different because I'm gonna go into the specifics over, the measurements, the quantities I do. So, I think it'll be much more helpful than the last video I did. But anyways, it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna go make breakfast, and but before that, so I want to show you guys a little something. Give me like 1 sec real quick. So here we go. So I wanted to show you guys this website before we went into anything. This is the calorie calculator, and basically, sorry for me shaking. Basically, what this is that you go and input, all your information in here. So as you can see, we got my age, we got my height, we got my weight, and it'll ask you like what type of activities you do and all that. And then you do calculate, and you guys will see the magic in a sec. So as you can see, it'll tell me how much I need to gain calorie wise to keep on maintaining my weight, how much I need to lose calorie wise, or no, not how much I need to lose, but how much I need to cut back and all that, and intake every day, and then how much I need to gain to increase by it is 1 lb and 2 lbs per week. So personally, I'm shooting for 1 pound per week, which is fairly good because I've lost a lot of weight coming back from my trip. And yeah, so let's see if we can reach that calorie goal today, which is what is it, 3,733. Let's see if we can hit that today. Alright boys, I'll see you in the kitchen. Alright, so what we're gonna make for breakfast is a protein shake, guys. So I'm gonna show you guys what we got lined up here. So I got myself some almond milk, little bag of instant oats, and then big bag of this protein powder right here. Alright, so we're gonna start with now that we got the protein shake out of the way, I will put on the screen the calories per ingredient I used. So you'll have protein right here, milk right there, and then I'll put oats right here. Alright, so and then I'll have the total right over here, and it should be pretty helpful, honestly. And from there we'll tally up everything I do, and at the end of the day we'll see if I actually reached my calorie goal for the day. So anyways, so I will see you guys at the next meal. Alright, peace. Alright, and we're back. So now we are gonna go and do lunch, which is gonna be another few hundred calories or so. As before, we'll just total the amount of calories that we intake with this meal right over here. And alright, see you in the kitchen. The sound cut out on this part of the video, so I'm just gonna commentate over it. So as you guys can see, we have some brown rice which we're gonna cook, and I'll just get the water ready in this video and start boiling up the rice. And the reason for that is we're gonna start eating our first lunch before we eat our second, and the rice is part of the second lunch, so obviously it would make sense to cook it while we eat our first lunch. But anyways, let's get back to the video, guys. Oh, sorry to interrupt the video again, but it looks like the footage fucked up, and you're gonna have to deal with the bit of staticky motion going on the film in a few minutes. So just don't worry, it'll end soon enough. So back to the video. So for lunch, we're gonna get us a little something first before we eat the actual lunch. So I got some leftover pasta here, and I'm gonna make myself a burger, and that'll be the first lunch, and then we'll have the second lunch, which will be rice and some eggs. So preheating the oven, and then we'll put these babies in. Alright, so we're just gonna put the burger in, and then we're gonna let that cook. And then after that's done cooking, we'll just put the pasta, which is in here, on, and we'll have our first lunch. I'll see you guys then. Alright, so the burger is ready. and just warming up the pasta. And then we got 8 minutes on the rice. So we're first gonna eat the burger and all that with the pasta to have our carbs. And I'm actually gonna make the burger right now. The bread, the sauce, and the cheese on that, which is around the total of 250 calories, which isn't bad in itself. And we got, you know, not too much pasta, but you know, just enough to be 100 calories worth of pasta. But the pastas aren't really, you know, in there for the calories. It's more in there for the carbs, because you want to try and include carbs in every meal if you're bodybuilding, or you know, you're just building muscle in general. So 250, about 100, so total of 350 for this meal. And then I got some fruit on the table, which probably say another like 90 calories, because fruit, I don't think fruit has a lot of calories. I'll just double check. It'll be on the screen though if I messed up. And the total will be like right here. Alright, it's time to eat. Alright, so now we're just gonna eat the first meal, and then we'll go back to our rice and then cook the eggs afterwards. Right, so I'll see you then. We're back for meal number 2, guys. Alright, so now that we finished our first meal, we're moving on to the second one. And this is gonna be 4 eggs and right around a cup of rice or so. So I'm about to cook the eggs, and then I'll see you when they're done, alright? Alright, so I was thinking like the eggs might be too bland if I just leave them like that. So I'm thinking I'm gonna add like a slice of cheese to that. So that's gonna be a few extra calories, which will help really the whole calorie intake thing. So
2,000 years later.
alright, now that we finished, it's time to dig in. And I'll have the calories on the screen, because I'm not too sure how many calories are in cooked eggs and all that. And same thing for the rice, I'll just check it afterwards. Alright, I'll see you guys for the next meal. And we're back with meal number 3, which is our dinner. And we're coming close to the end of the day, so you know, try to get as much calories in and all that stuff. But after those 2 meals, you know, back to back, get really stuffed and all that, so it's really hard to, you know, put anything else in your stomach. So we're gonna start cooking dinner. It's been about like an hour since I finished eating. So I'm gonna be cooking black beans, lentils, and since we already cooked the rice, that's already done. So we're gonna start doing that in just a sec. Alright guys, so I already got some pre-cooked black beans, so all I'm gonna have to do is just throw these in the microwave, so that's gonna be good. And however, for these is what I'm actually gonna be cooking. The lentils, it's gonna be around you know, 100 grams of lentils, so it won't be that much, but since we're cooking for other days, we're gonna include that in our plans. Alright, so I'll see you when we're cooking them. Alright, so we're starting to boil the water out here for the lentils, and so I put out the quantity which I'll be using, which is around 3 or 3.5 ounces. And since these are lentils, it's usually recommended to just rinse them and stuff, so that's what I'm about to do before I cook them, so you know, there's no like extra stuff that gets stuck in the pan and all that. So that's definitely a good idea to do if you guys are doing this at home. So now that they're in the pot, we're just gonna leave them to cook and all that, and once that's done cooking, we'll start putting the black beans and the rice in the microwave to warm up. And we'll see you when it's done cooking. Alright, so we basically just finished cooking the lentils, and we'll start putting the other stuff to heat now, and I'll see you guys when it's all ready. Right, so we are back, and we have transversed the lentils from the pot now into a bowl. You know, we got ourselves the exact quantity that I actually needed of black beans, And right now we're just gonna put the black beans with the rice. And as far as rice, we're just gonna take around 7 cups. I know that's a lot, but trust me, it's necessary. So I'll see you when that's done. You know, got a little measuring cup, so that's around 7 ounces. So basically a cup, and we're just gonna put this over the black beans, and there we go. That's what we're eating for dinner, boys. Alright, and I'll hit you guys with the stats in a sec. Alright. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of eating. As you guys can tell, that was a lot of food in one day. Maybe to you guys it really wasn't that much, but you know, obviously to me, that is pretty much, you know, exclusively what I eat on my workout days. As far as that goes, when I'm not working out, I definitely don't eat eggs every day, because 4 eggs every day can get a little pricey. And as far as cholesterol, I know that you know, there's a lot of it, obviously. So you know, for lunch I'll just switch it up. So, but as far as dinner and breakfast, that always stays the same no matter what. Just lunch I switch up. But few tips, you know, this was like 110% vegetarian, because I'm vegetarian, so obviously it might not appeal to you guys that much, but I just thought it'd be interesting to show you guys exactly how much, you know, time and preparation goes into everything. I think to cook the rice and then to cook the black beans, and well, not the black beans but the lentils, that was around like an hour each. So you know, you gotta prepare in advance and all that stuff for this. But as far as the calorie goal, alright, so you guys want to know where we're at on this, alright? So me too. So I did the you know, I added everything up, and so I came down with this number. Give me like 1 sec. Alright, so as you guys can tell, I added up basically everything from the diet in here. These are all the calories from lunch, breakfast, and dinner, and added up, that is barely 2,500 calories. So I'm just 500, or actually I think I'm actually 1,000 off. Wow, that's crazy. But there you go, I actually failed the calorie count. And so I mean, it's not too bad. It could have been worse, but definitely I'll have to step up my game and start eating more. And anyways, I hope you did enjoy. I'll see you in the next video, guys, and let's soar together. Peace.